Hey guys, I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to talk about the Tiger Tail tow system. It's by KFI. And I figured I'd just throw another quick little video together here before the big maintenance shutdown at work starts, because I'll be stuck working there for 3 weeks in a row, so I won't really have any time to get out riding or put any videos together. So I'll be taking a little bit of a break, but then after that, hopefully I'll get right back into making quite a few videos, maybe put out 1 or 2 a week and see how that goes. And hopefully I'm able to keep up with a pretty decent schedule like that. I don't know, it's kind of tough working shift work, but we'll see what happens. And hopefully it doesn't take too hard of a toll on me, and right after I'll be able to get right back into making videos. I've been looking at ordering myself a GoPro Hero 7 or 8 maybe, get out some riding footage, because as of right now I don't have any way to actually record video while I'm out riding. So if I can get something like that, maybe I'll get lots of riding footage this summer for everybody. And yeah, but we'll get right into that KFI Tiger Tail. So here it is, the KFI Products Tiger Tail. You can see it right here. All it is it's a little winch. It's got a spring inside there that allows it to auto retract when you let it off. It goes back in there. They have a few different mounts for them depending on your setup. I just got mine mounted in the 2-inch receiver. It comes on these, this is a plate that they come with, and then you just got to mount this on here. It's just bolted together right through there. And then you mount your Tiger Tail. There's a couple 4 bolts underneath here, as you can see there. And I can't remember exactly how long it is, but when I pull it out, you can see it's quite long. And it's actually super handy. I used it quite a bit. You gotta make sure it goes in. There we go. It's got this little spot for your hook there, so it doesn't get caught and drag behind you. It's really handy for using instead of trying to turn around to use a winch, in case somebody gets stuck there. I used it quite a few times on our last ride. We went into old mining town called Gold Rock. It's about 45 minutes from where I live here in Dryden, and used to be a town. There's all kinds of cool mine shafts and old equipment in there. We went in there and found some mud. A bunch of the guys ended up getting stuck. And instead of having to go through it and past them or pull them backwards with the winch that's mounted on the front here, I was able to just pull past them, because I ended up making it through without getting stuck on like everybody else. And I was able to just hook up the winch and pull them out with a Tiger Tail at the back. I actually absolutely love it. And they're not really that expensive. I can't remember exactly how much it was. It was $2.99, I think. That's Canadian, so $300. Obviously, it's going to be a little cheaper depending on where you are. But it's absolutely awesome. It's got a 14,000 pound brake strength, I think, a shock rating. So it pretty much isn't going to break. You could take a big run at it, even hooked up to something like a side-by-side or even a couple bikes, and you're not going to have to worry about breaking it. It's a really well-built product. It's very solid. It mounts and comes in and out super easy, so you could still use it just by throwing a hitch back in there if you wanted to. I definitely recommend them to anybody that was looking. They're really simple. The one thing I wish it did that it doesn't seem to do is it can lock at shorter lengths. Like I said, when I pulled it out there, you got to pull it all the way out. And I mean, I pulled it all the way to the door there, and it was still not quite at the end of the rope. So you do have to get quite a ways away. I kind of wish it would lock it shorter, like like a seat belt almost. If you pulled it, it would eventually lock tight and do that. But I mean, still, it's only probably 12 feet long maybe, and I don't have any problems with that. Usually you have enough room to use that, and it works out pretty well. I definitely recommend them if you're looking. It's solid, it's well built. I definitely don't think it's going to break. I know lots of guys that have been running them since really since they first came out. I can't even remember when they first came out, but guys that I know have had them since 2011, 12. Never broke on, never had a problem with them. They're definitely a need, and you don't even need to keep it in all the time. If you wanted to, you could just put it up on your back rack or something and strap it down, and you could put a hitch in there if you wanted to and tow it around. You could also get the different mounts. They all have all different mounts. And like I said in one of my previous videos, I'll leave a little link thing above here, and it'll show you what my last video I was talking about it. But I think I'm going to take this plate off, this one here, this L-shaped one, and I'm going to flip it around so it comes up and back here, because I figure since I'm not running a license plate, it should fit up in here instead, because it does hang back and low from here. You can see, like, I mean, it takes a bit of ground clearance away. So if I put it back there, I should gain all that ground clearance back, and it should stop me from getting hung up, because I did get hung up one time on it, but all I had to do was back up and pull out of there. And there definitely wasn't any problem. It's not like I was really stuck because of it. And even if you were, you could just pull the pin and slide it out and keep going. But yeah, I definitely recommend them. There's nothing really too detailed to get into about it. I think I might pull it off too, and clean it all up and powder coat it to match this green here, the Can-Am Manta green, just because it's such a nice color. I really like it. And I think it would just give another little hint of it down here where there isn't a whole lot. But yeah, if you're definitely looking, they have a few different models they have different strengths for them. You can powder coat them just by pulling them apart super easy, because these are all metal. This is all metal, this whole thing. None of that's plastic. So it's very well built. You can kind of customize them however you want them. Perfect on a side-by-side four-wheeler. You could even use it in a truck receiver if you wanted to. You just have to watch what you're trying to pull with it, make sure you're not breaking it. But like I said, they're really well built, and chances are you wouldn't break it if you were just pulling something like this out, or a side-by-side maybe. But they do make a few different options. They make an XL and then the normal Tiger Tail, and both would definitely be sufficient for whatever you were using them for. I couldn't imagine you'd be putting that kind of load on them, but then again, I've seen some pretty crazy things happen, so you never know. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys kind of got a little bit of insight to it. I unfortunately don't have any videos or pictures of me actually using it, but I did pull out a couple bikes with it. I pulled out, actually I pulled out my dad on the little blue Yamaha right here, which isn't much of a load, but he was pretty stock, and I pulled out my uncle on his bigger Yamaha too. And definitely recommend him if you're in the market. If you're looking for something like that, it allows you to winch from both directions. There's absolutely no electronics required. You don't need to hook it up to a battery and have a remote or a switch or nothing. All you got to do is jam it in your receiver hitch or mount it however you're going to mount it, and you're good to go. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, got some information that maybe you didn't find elsewhere. If you have any questions, just throw them in the comments below, or send me a message on Instagram or whatever. I usually throw my Instagram in the videos. It's also on my channel page there. And I'll definitely answer any questions you have. And if I get enough questions, I can definitely throw a video together even once I get off work there after the next 3 weeks. And I'll definitely get back to everybody in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe for more. I'm going to definitely get out and do lots of riding here this summer, put a ton of miles on it hopefully, and then I'm looking at maybe getting a new sled for the next year again, so have that to look forward to. But yeah, subscribe, and even hit that notification bell if you want. Make sure you don't miss any uploads. And yeah, thanks. Have a good day, guys.